Good morning, everyone. Welcome to a new kind of one-day vlog. I have my friend's wedding today, so I am starting to get ready. It is 20 to 9. I'm a little slower to getting ready. We had to run out and get their card because yesterday, if you're in Canada, you know, Rogers was down many places. Had no access, so you couldn't purchase things. So we ran up this morning, got a lovely card, so we're gonna sign that and stuff later. But I am trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with my hair. The other day when we had our engagement shoot, I actually ran out of time to do my hair. So I was really actually like miffed about that. So I'm like, didn't want to run out of time today. So I'm gonna curl my hair with one of my OG curlers, which I haven't used in a very long time. Barrel, and it's like a clamp one, a clip one. I want more of like a ringlety, I want more flat curls to do what I'm doing. So I'm gonna do that. I have it heating up. I just did a little dry shampoo in my roots because I am just gonna do like a low bun type situation, I think. Finishing up a little hash brown. Scott is thinking about going out and getting a sports jacket this morning, which is just stressing me out just a little bit, but that's fun. He'll look good no matter what. But we are just kind of working out the kinks of the day because I obviously have to go do her makeup. So I have the time that she wants me there. I've kind of worked it in with her getting her hair done, and her hair should be wrapped up or wrapping up as I get to her so that I'm not competing with the hairstylist. I've got all the makeup for her. I gotta grab a few more brushes, although I have basically every brush I used on her already, but it's always nice to have a couple extras. Her mom, bless her, needs a lipstick. And so I got a message earlier this week going, this is my mom's dress color. Do you have a lipstick for her? And I was like, girl, I got you. So this is filled with lipstick options for her mom because she gave me a heads up that mommy is a bit indecisive. So I was like, you know what? Instead of only having a couple and like not having enough options, I'm like, I'll just flood her with options. And also I need to charge this battery. So when you see me, I might have hair done. We'll see. All right, I've hopped onto my DSLR while my other battery charges because I am hoping that I'll have enough time to actually film Vicky's look while I'm doing it. So I apologize if the lighting changes between these two cameras. This one is a little bit darker. So not that you'll be able to tell, but I did put a little bit of curl into my hair, but I don't have any hairspray, I don't have any texturizing spray. Did not think this one through, but that's cool. So the curls are basically falling out. And that's another reason why I gravitated away from this type of barrel, but it's all good. I just needed a little bit of something. I just didn't need my hair in a clump. So we're gonna make do. I'm just looking through the photos that I have up. I might actually just clip my hair up for the moment, just a big banana clip, and figure out my makeup situation. And then I feel like I should put my dress on. I'm already hot. So I'm thinking that I might recreate the makeup that I wore at our engagement shoot as best as I can remember, because I don't have a whole lot of patience right now, not gonna lie, to faff about with my makeup. Obviously I want to look nice, I want to look good, but I don't want to be stressed about it. Alright, so with recreating my engagement shoot makeup, I have the Urban Decay Gwen Stefani palette. And the colors that I used the most, so I have Stark, Anaheim, I used Steady, and I used Bathwater. Those are the main four. Concealer brush and buff it into my lids. So I should probably get something other than my viewfinder as a mirror. Alright, just gonna buff that in. Just give it a little bit of longevity. Scott has run out to get a haircut. He's basically wearing our engagement shoot look again, and then potentially adding a sports jacket if he can find one that he likes in the next hour and a half. So I'm hoping that he'd actually be home and we could drive together to the ceremony. But if he has to do this running around, then it's likely that I'm going to end up driving by myself to Vicky's to do her makeup and then to the ceremony and then meet him there. I'm taking a bit of the Anastasia Beverly Hills Beige Stick Foundation because all of my concealer right now is too fair, and it's actually sometimes too fair even when I'm not tan, so having a little bit of color in my face means I have to go for something darker than usual. And this seems to have been doing the trick for me recently. I have not worn a full face of foundation in I don't even know how many years. It's just not something I've ever cared to do. Obviously I've done it for shoots and stuff when needed, but it's just never been something I liked. I also struggle because nobody can match my undertone to a foundation without me looking like a ghost. So that's frustrating. I don't know if I ever told you guys that, but I remember spending like over 30 minutes at the MAC counter once, and the girl, bless her, she did an amazing job trying. Like, I cannot discredit how much effort she put in to try and figure out my tones, but it ended up being, oh, you'll need this shade and that shade to mix. And I was like, yeah, no, I'm not buying 2 different foundations. It was not a thing that I was going to do. And I remember doing the Sephora match and then not having my shade in stock. So then I just I gave up a long time ago. Okay, I'm just gonna use my Morphe Latte brow pencil. I did pick up a brow pomade from them. I know that it wasn't the same shade as this because it's actually a clearance color, but I keep forgetting to use it because I just gravitate towards this pencil, and I just love this one so much. I have been struggling with my brows a little bit recently, just wishing they were fuller again, even though it's been, over a decade since they've actually looked full. And if you have been on my channel for a very long time, or if you happen to search up really old videos of mine, my eyebrows might look very thin to you, which they are, but imagine that they were thinner. Thinner, I tell you. So, I still get a little frustrated looking at them and wishing that they were thicker than they are. I do not have as long as I hoped I had. Doo-dah, doo-dah. I'm taking Stark and going all over the lid and into my crease. Going in with Anaheim, more dense brush, pulling that in the outer corner. Alright, taking Steady, I'm going to place that all over my lid. Focusing more on the center and inner third, but pressing it over top of what I've blended as my darker shade. You'll also notice the theme here. This is very similar to the look I'm doing on Vicky with a completely different palette. I feel like this one pulls a little bit more gold and hers will pull a little bit more bronze. I just keep going back and forth until I'm happy. I'm going to take a small brush and I'm going to go in with bath water on the inner corner. The mascara that I've been loving recently I got for Christmas is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. So I'm going to pop that on, but basically this is the look. Nothing crazy, but definitely accentuates my eyes a little bit with the browns. And then I will move on to face. So for face, I'm going to do a really old Revlon Photo Ready Bronzed and Chic. I've had this forever, but I've been reaching for it a little bit more recently because I have a little color in my face. And then I just do a little swirly whirly. I'm just gonna do the top half in colors. I might darken this a little bit later. And then for my cheeks, I'm gonna be using Tarte Party. Again, just a little dusting. Alright, so I went and grabbed Champagne Pop because this will always be a favorite. I'm just gonna grab, this is one of my favorite brushes too. It's from Zoeva. It is the 105 Luxe Highlight, and it's one of the only brushes that I actually kept the plastic for because I just love making the tip super narrowed and concentrated. So I'll get a little bit of this. I just love this one. All right, now what do I want to do for lips? Okay, I'm gonna pause on the lips and I'll check with you in a bit. little bit. I'm just staying in this dress. I also had to get safety pinned and button broke. I think even before the last time I wore this to a wedding. And I saved it. I couldn't tell you now where it went, but I had the button. So anyways, I have a safety pin and Scott's got me in. I also forgot earrings when I left, so Scott had to bring them to me to the church, put them on. But he has changed out. He is feeling bold as brass and is going for a bike ride. Obviously not in full garb, but he's gonna go have the quick bike ride, then come home, shower, and get ready to put it all back on again to head out for the reception. So we've been back and forth on like whether we were gonna drive or Uber or some combination thereof. So we're actually going to go with our friends Jeff and Carly because they're getting a ride there. Royal Botanical Gardens Rock Garden, which the pictures online look stunning, so I'm very excited for that. But in the meantime, I am going to work on the puzzle that my father-in-law got me for my birthday. So I have this. I sorted out all the edge pieces late last night. Obviously got a few of them together. So I'm gonna spend a few minutes on that. I gotta do my nails. I'm gonna do my puzzle first because it's just past 2:30 and we don't need to be back in Burlington until just after 4. So I'm just gonna chill out for a little bit. I'm gonna get some water. I need some water. Make sure I'm all hydrated for tonight. Yeah.
What we have is the wild Sydney in her natural environment, with a camera in her face and a glass of champagne in her hand.
Lovely. So we are currently at the rock garden and just taking some photos. We're allowed to actually walk around the rock garden for free until about 8 o'clock tonight. Cocktail hours from 5 to 6. We're enjoying some bubbly. We have another friend that's joined us who is currently acting as our photographer, which I'm very grateful for. Because it means I get a few more shots with Scott for someone who actually knows what they're doing. So we're over here right now. And we just kind of keep finding some other spots to photograph and to just kind of enjoy. And it's been lovely. It's a glorious day. It's so warm without being like sweltering. Scott is shaking his head at me. Come stand over here so we can show them your dapper jacket. Oh, he's so difficult. There he is. In his more natural habitat. But it is very bright. And we're gonna continue our walk.
And for the first time as husband and wife, please give it up for Victoria and Chris.
is the... That was terrifying! Okay, that was scary. You guys, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but the water feature is like gurgling beside me. Startled me a little bit. Anyways, it's nearly midnight. We tried to hold out. We were gonna come home with our friends Jeff and Carly and then Uber from her mom's house home. We decided we were tired. We were just gonna Uber all the way. Not that it makes a huge difference. It's a couple extra bucks, but we need to get to home a little bit earlier. I kept my shoes on the whole time. My feet actually don't hurt, but my knees are hella tired. I danced a lot. I loved it. Scott actually danced more than I expected him to. He's boobling in the background. But by the light of a, what is that? Street lamp?
No, that's
I actually have really, no, that light. I have a lot of light. I'm trying to figure out where the Uber is gonna pick us up from because it's staying across the street. I'd like him to come here. But I'm gonna sign off for tonight. I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys in my next video. See ya!